Watson, I'm a partner at Global Action Plan, and we're an environmental behaviour change charity. I think there are some real benefits of rail travel versus air that people don't always consider. I think it's really important to consider the whole costs of any journey, and that would not necessarily just be the cost of the ticket, but also the cost of getting to the station or getting to the airport, but also that time cost and the productivity cost. And I think what's really important for businesses is understanding how your employees can get their job done most efficiently. And if they choose train over plane, quite often they can get more work done by being more productive throughout the journey. But also there are significant CO2 benefits of choosing the train over the aeroplane. And I think that's becoming more and more relevant to a lot of businesses now, where they have to report on CO2 emissions, and a lot of them have CO2 targets as well. And air travel can be up to 6 times more polluting than taking the train. So I think there are some real benefits there that businesses should look at. We're working with organisations through a programme called the 1 in 5, where we're supporting them to reduce the number of flights that they take and really benefit from the CO2 savings and the cost savings. And what we've found from that is that over the last 3 years, successful participants have reduced their flights by 38%. What we've found is a lot of the organisations that we work with still have air miles, so they're rewarding staff for choosing flights over other sustainable travel options. So I think that's one thing. We recommend that travel managers start thinking about sustainability now. Companies do have to report on CO2 emissions in the UK, and we know that across the world we're moving towards a system where CO2 emissions have to come down, and that companies will do really well to really preempt that and build sustainability into their travel packages now. There are some really simple steps that travel managers can take to really help their staff consider whether they should take the train over the aeroplane. Why are people travelling the way they are, and what's incentivising them to do that? And I think it's really important not to make any assumptions. One business we worked with told us that the majority of their flights were for client-facing meetings, but actually when we worked with them to break it down, what we found was that a lot of their flights were actually internal colleagues meeting each other. And I think in that situation it's a lot easier to replace those journeys either with the train or maybe even with the telephone or with video conferencing as well. If companies want to be part of the 1 in 5 programme, they can get in touch with us through the Global Action Plan website at globalactionplan.org.uk.